Hi, my name is Angela. We're sitting here in the Marriott Hotel in Marathon, where a lot of people are calling home today because of Hurricane Irma. And it's very sad, but there is help out there. And I want to tell a little bit about my story to let people know that there are ways that they can get help. It started for my husband and I back in 2004. We had just closed on our dream home in Central Florida, and we closed on it in June 2004. We were in the process of fixing it up, and it was around August. It was mid to late August, and the hurricane season was just gearing up. Hurricane Francis came through, was barreling through. Came right across Central Florida and hit our home. The eye wall came across our brand new home. Completely devastated it. It was about 2, maybe 3 weeks later, and there was notice of another storm. Hurricane Jeannie was now coming. Came the same exact path and came barreling across Central Florida, right across our house. Eye wall hit the house again. It was truly one of the most devastating things we've ever gone through. We started working. Like I said, we had the estimates from the contractors and such. And then it was about maybe 6 weeks, 2 months later, I think we got our first insurance check in. And I don't remember if it was from the flood company or the wind company, but by the time we got both of them, we opened the envelopes and we were in shock. We were just in shock because we looked at each other and we said, how are we gonna pay for this? The combined checks from the wind and the flood didn't even cover the estimate to get a whole new roof. And there was this one guy in our neighborhood that just everybody trusted. He always seemed to know who the right person to go to, what the right thing to do was. And he called us and he said, there's a guy I want you to meet. I really want you to talk to him about your house. His name's Ken Browne. Please make an appointment with him. So we did. And Ken came to our house and he introduced himself and said he was a public adjuster. We didn't know what a public adjuster was at the time. We had an insurance adjuster, and Ken explained to us that what a public adjuster does is they work for the insured. Just like the insurance company has their own adjusters that work for the company, they get paid by the company. Ken works for us, and we pay him from what he's able to get for us. And he said if he doesn't get us any additional money from what we've already seen, then we don't owe him a penny. The bottom line is, we ended up, because of Ken Browne, we ended up with more than 3 times the amount of money that the insurance company had originally offered us. He actually got us enough money that we were able to completely rebuild our home. So now we not only had the home that we originally had loved, but we loved it even better.
Hi, my name is Christy. We were unfortunately impacted by Hurricane Irma, as you can see from our home here. It's been 4 months. We still have a long way to go. We did try working directly with insurance companies for the first few months. Had met with the adjusters on multiple occasions, hired my own engineer. Unfortunately, the process became very cumbersome. They were not very responsive. It took a long time. Then they said that we needed to get estimates for everything and that they would not adjust the estimates in order to get us what we actually needed. It's a lot more expensive to get work done here in the Keys than it is a lot of other places. And so everything they did was either grossly underestimated or they wouldn't even try to estimate it until we had somebody come out. And unfortunately, because there were so many homes devastated all up and down the Keys, it was hard to even get folks to get out here. So after a couple of months of trying to work through the process myself and becoming very frustrated, and we ultimately decided to hire Ken to help us work through this process. We felt like that was our only option in order to get what we needed in order to restore our home.
Hi, I'm Ken Browne. I'm a public adjuster, and this part of the Keys, Big Pine Key, is a very beautiful part, but boy was it trashed. A lot of people in this neighborhood got really hurt from this storm. At this point, I would like to take you for a little tour around this property to show you what the problems are that the lady that owns this house had that you met before. So what I did was I I took a look at the paperwork supplied by the insurance company, and I walked the whole property first, look at the report that they did, make some notes, and then I look at the pricing that they have for certain items. Like for instance, take this large roll-up steel door. It's a very heavy steel door. The adjuster only had $1,500 in the estimate for this roll-up garage door. So what I did was I looked the price up for this roll-up garage door by using a construction industry-wide construction manual, which told me that this garage door for this size is about $3,500 installed. We had 3 estimates for this circuit breaker panel box, and the average estimate is about $1,500 to replace the box, and the adjuster totally missed it. Another electrical component in the estimate that the adjuster missed was this generator. Remember, the surge was 13 feet high, so it really washed over this generator, and this generator does not work anymore. So what I had to do is again, when I got the 3 estimates for the panel, I also asked the electricians to give me a proposal to replace the generator. And that generator is going to cost $12,000 to replace. That's the average price between the 3 contractors. Right here in this space was a very large recreational vehicle canopy, 16 feet high, 19 feet wide, and 42 feet long. As you can see now, it's gone, but you can see the remnants of it. These were the posts that held it up. What happened was, because it was a wooden frame canopy with a wooden frame roof and shingles on it, there were no walls, so the wind got under it and just lifted it up and let it fall, and it fell down on itself. And these are the remnants, all these big pieces of lumber that you see here and over there. Those were the pieces that were holding this canopy up. All right, so the adjuster totally missed that. He thought it was totally excluded, but it's not. The policy covers it, so we're going to get that from the insurance company. I can go on and on to show you additional damages that the adjuster either missed, underpriced, or was deficiency in scope. I was already able to come up about $70,000 on this property for the damages that these people sustained. What about you? How did you make out with your insurance company?